Of human rights. I see, healthcare as a human right, just as, almost every advanced nation across the world does. It's ridiculous to me that in the most powerful, richest nation in the history of the world, that we have people being thrown out of hospitals and, the dead of night in hospital gowns, that we have grandmothers that are cutting their medicine in halves and in quarters because they can't fill the full prescriptions, that we have the highest rate of bankruptcy associated with medical debt in the entire world. I mean, this is appalling, and I mean, it seems that the root of a lot of these problems come from the fact that we treat healthcare in this country as a commodity and not as the human right that it very well should be. I'm no expert on healthcare policy, but I do know that the administrative costs of turning, assuring payment to all these separate providers and giving detailed reports to insurance companies per every patient is a tremendous strain on the doctors, on the staff, on it creates whole bureaucracies that just completely balloon out the cost of healthcare. So I mean, we end up today where you go into a hospital with a broken arm and it costs $3,000, and we think like, well, of course that's why healthcare is so expensive. $3,000 for a broken arm, we can't be giving that away. But the reality is of this is that you go to another country and it's somewhere around $100 in most places with universal healthcare. So I mean, really, we have to the bottom line is that we have to exclude big pharma. We have to exclude the health insurance industry from these debates altogether, because we will never get to that meaningful point where we can start discussing these things as human rights when we have these major capitalist monopolies weighing in with 2/3 of the opinion, and then you have your people that are receiving the health care weighing in as the sort of minority voice in this, when in reality they're the super majority in this negotiation.
Do we have a question?
Well, my experience is that people on all ends of the